Hello. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo. Hello, Virgos. How are you doing tonight? Or whenever you are watching this video. Woo! I think I lost some there. So we'll just see what comes up. Whether it's love, finances, just a general reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of August. Okay, so we're starting off with the Nine of Swords. So you might be going through some things right now that are keeping you up at night, and thinking about things a lot of things that are on your mind. This can happen when we're going through a lot. I just recommend trying your best to continue to push the wheels in your mind in a positive way. Try not to worry about whatever's going on. When you're going through something that's causing you to not be able to sleep at night, it's definitely a sign that there's some things to pay attention to in your life. You might need to clear things out of your life that, people out of your life. You might need to clean your home in general. All those things, but it's important to feel the pain, feel whatever it is that's going on, but then let it heal and move on, right? And just push the wheel, like I said, even though you know that you might be going through something painful, accept it, but then turn that wheel in the opposite direction to positivity, because whatever it is that we're thinking about, we're gonna bring it into our life. So the more you think about the pain and suffering in a situation, the more it's gonna be there. If you can just tell yourself to live yourself in a positive way, live your life in a positive way, you'll be able to get through it. So now, if this is for a love reading, then this could mean that somebody is worried about you. So somebody might be going through something, maybe, I don't know. We gotta see what the next cards come up, but it could be something that somebody else is staying up at night thinking about you, worried about something. But Spirit, what can you tell us about these thoughts? Well, whatever it is, you got the Five of Swords. So you've already gone through the battle, or you're about to go through the battle. You're about to, have that victory over whatever it is. So you're working on it. This is part of the process, is going through this deep thoughts and, trying to come up with a plan, but it's just keeping you up. This could be coming up soon after you go through this, right? Is that you're gonna fight it and win. Eight of Wands. So this is swift intuition, coming up with a plan real quick, using not your mind but your intuition and your passion will help guide you. And that's part of the overcoming that you're going to experience or are experiencing, is that you know what to do, and you're going to come up with a good plan real quick. And here we go, 10 of Cups. So if this is a love relationship that you're going through, maybe there's been some strife, but things are going to turn around for the better, and you will be together. This could also just signify family and support that you have around you. You have a lot of love and blessings in your life. And so whenever you are going through some kind of turmoil, you have that support that you need. This is like fulfillment, family, blessings, love, abundance, celebrating, enjoying life. And that's the key, is that always enjoy life. Look at those pains and sufferings as lessons, and you'll be all right. Because we all have lessons, things that we need to work on, things that we need to think about. Temperance. Transmuting the pain and suffering into something positive, focusing on your spirit, your spirituality, focusing on nature, one foot in the water, one foot on the earth. That's being solid with the earth, being able to manifest solid things in your life, being able to have a hold of on your emotions. Spirituality. There is a decision that needs to be made. That's probably what's been keeping you up at night. or this other person needs to make a decision. So far, I don't see any finances. I see thoughts, intuition, and passion, and emotions, and love. So making this decision, it's most likely a decision in love because of the 10 of Cups here. And 10 of Cups, the fact that it's a family, it could be some kind of decision in marriage. It could be possibly somebody wishes that the other will ask them to marry them, or maybe that has come up and one person's not ready for a commitment. But I do feel like the love is there, and remember, like, marriage, it's great and all, but what's important is the actual relationship and the marriage is like, at least today, is a paper, a legal binding, but let's look beyond that and just see the connection for what it is. Because, you can get married without papers. And that's just coming up. I don't see anything. I don't see the Justice card signifying any kind of, like, paperwork or legal matters. But that just kind of came up in my mind. So 9 of Wands. Someone's on guard. I think that it's hard to make a decision because of the past. It could be somebody's still dealing with their past traumas, so it's hard to like make a decision if you haven't healed on your past. But this is just being on guard and having traumas from the past that are kind of just your protective barrier. It's like a shield because of what happened in the past. But there is strong intuition. Yep. Broken heart. Making a decision that overrides what the heart truly feels. So, again, I don't see any coins in this reading yet. So finances is not necessarily the thing here, but at least not yet. But it could be still, whatever it is that this decision that needs to be made, they're leaning towards a non-commitment because of having to make a decision that overrides what their true heart is feeling. They're looking at the logistics and going with that decision, most likely here. Spirit, what else do you want to tell us about this reading? Well, someone's coming in. We don't know if it's the original person, but somebody is coming in, and they're coming in quick. You know, it may be that maybe it is the same person, because the love is there. The love is there. But remember, they had to make a decision that overrode what their heart was truly feeling. And maybe they decided that wasn't the right decision, and they are going to come racing in. So there is hope. There is hope. One more card from the tarot. Oh, and then it gives us two. And, oh, Knight of Pentacles. So, this could be two different people coming in. One really quickly, and one that's just kind of sitting on their decision. Or you are thinking about two different people, and that's why you can't make a decision. Maybe these are the two different people. This is the one you really are feeling a connection to, but he's just chilling. You know, he's got his finances set. He does have an offer, but he's just chilling. And then this one is ready to just come in, and maybe you're not sure. Or, like I said, it could be the same person embodying both energies, which, that's kind of strange, right? Because one's like holding back and the other is coming quick there. Coming in quick. Coming quick. That's not the key. That's not the Knight of Wands, though. I said one more card, huh? But I do want, I'm going to ask for a little more clarity on the two knights here. And remember, a knight is male, but that doesn't mean that it's not talking about a female with female's masculine energy. So, masculine and feminine roles can be reversed depending on your situation and what you're going through. You have to just kind of take the reading for what it is. This is a general reading, so it might not apply in all ways. You just take what makes sense in your life and just ignore what doesn't make sense. The last card here is, for the clarification, is the Ten of Wands. Well, I'm going to need two cards. One for each of them. So someone is carrying a lot. Someone is carrying a lot, and their hands are full, their hands are tied. I'm gonna guess that's this night. That's what's holding him back, because he's already got a lot on his plate. He's got a strong grasp on his intuition, but he's holding it all himself there, you know. He has an offer, but he's got a lot going on there. What about this Knight of Swords? What can you tell us about this Knight of Swords? Woo! That just came flying out. Hi. How's it going? Oh no, I think it was the High Priestess. Strength. That's not the High Priestess. No, I feel like there was. I swear I saw the High Priestess. Man, these card readings. Nope, that was strength. So, strength. So, this Knight of Swords, embodied by strength, if these are two different people and you're feeling tied to the other one, keep in mind that strength is a major arcana card dealing with your higher self and your true life's purpose. So I would personally pay attention to what this Knight of Swords has to offer you and what he is coming in to tell you. This other Knight is tied up and he's focused on his day-to-day life. So he's not coming in on a higher purpose level for you, even though you have these feelings or this attachment to him or whatever. You know, we want to focus on the connections in our life that serve our higher purpose. So I personally, and that's my decision, but you make your own decisions, I would try to focus on that higher purpose person, because even if you don't like hook up with them, it's important to hear what their message is in your life, you know. And you know, every single person we come into contact with has some kind of purpose for us, but is the purpose for just a day-to-day thing, or is it a higher good, right? So that's my take on that, and you can take how you want or what you want from that, or let it sink in how it makes sense to you. Now, I want to also pull some power thought cards for you because of the fact that this has been keeping you up at night. And I want to say something more about this Ten of Cups here. I feel like you're feeling that this Knight of Pentacles is supposed to be the one that you're supposed to be with, and that might be what this is about. It's like your intuition tells you that he's the one. But remember that, just know that we meet many people in our lives, and some of them are here to just teach us a lesson and help us grow in a certain way. Maybe they are some kind of a soulmate to you, and you know, that's cool. But not all soulmates or, you know, connections that come into our life are meant to be our true love. we'll feel that attraction and think that that's the right person, but they have come into your day-to-day life just to help you grow in some way. And if you're doing this, you're definitely working on some growth right there. So and I do have to say, you are doing a good job of transmuting that pain, connecting to the earth and the elements. And that's important. Like, keep doing that. Listen to nature. What animals come to you, pay attention to that. You know, the breeze, the wind. Pay attention to, like, what are you thinking about when something like the wind just picks up, you know? Whenever those types of things happen, animals, whatever, what are you thinking about when that happens? Let's see what the Power Thought cards have to tell us tonight. Divine wisdom guides me. I am guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. So, what were we talking about over here? Some kind of decision that needs to be made? Are you the one making the decision? Are they the one making the decision? That depends on who you are and who is watching this reading. Everyone's going to have a different thing going on. But all I have to say is, if you're making this decision, remember to do that with your divine wisdom. That means it's important to pray or meditate or whatever it is that you do. But, you know, even if it is going on a hike, because remember, every step on this earth that we take is a prayer. Every time we step on the earth, it's a prayer. Every time we breathe, it's a prayer. Everything we think is a prayer. That's why I say turn the wheels into a positive light, because we cannot sit and dwell and be in pain about anything. Yeah, that means there is something going on that we need to think about, and sometimes it does take us some time, but continue to pray through it. That's like so important. Develop your connection with the creation. Develop your connection with the universe, with God, with the Creator. You know, whatever you call this divine energy, you have to be able to build that relationship with your higher power, your higher being, your higher self, the creation. Your higher self is up there with the Creator, right? And so allow that to guide you, and build that relationship, because life it can be lonely at times, right? And we can't go around trying to fill the void with a relationship if we, You know, we have to fill our hearts and our beings with the universe, the energy of the universe, the life that we have been given. We have to build that bond with our higher power. I just want to point out the eyeball, because eyeballs are cool, man. But what does that mean to you? Right? The third eye. The eye of Horus. That is, you know, the divine being. Alright, so that was the Power Thought card. I don't think we're done. What do you think? I don't think so. I can't wait till I find my other cards. I have several other decks, but I don't know where they are right now. But when the time is right, they will come. They will come. And here is the Akashic Tarot. Akashic Tarot. I will be reading the book on these because they're not basic tarot cards. Excuse me. Alright, Spirit, what do you have to tell us? How can you clarify this reading? I'm asking for clarification in this reading with the Akashic Tarot. We're looking for signs and synchronicities. What things come up more than once in this reading? Do you want to give us any Akashic Tarot? Maybe you don't want to give us that much, huh? Because nothing's coming out right now. Yeah. I don't know if they want to give us one. Ah, there we go. Oh no, that's two. Alright, you want to give us one, but you're not giving us it yet. That means I haven't said something I need to say. What do I need to say? Guide. They want us to know. Guide is right here. But they want us to, they as in the spirits want me to say, don't forget to communicate with your spirit guides and your ancestors. And your spirit guides might even be the ancestors of some of these people that are in your reading, these Knight of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. Sometimes their ancestors might be your guide, and sometimes your ancestors might be their guides. Is there anything else I forgot? So pray, connect with your spirit guides. That could be family members too, which are your ancestors. There we go. Well, look at that. The angels. Angels are guides too. Connect with your angels. Archangel Gabriel. If I'm not mistaken, Archangel Gabriel is communication. So that means that, yes, communicate with your guides. Communicate with the angels. Ask Archangel Gabriel to help you communicate with these people on a spirit level for you. That will help you heal, because you know what? We can only do so much. We're just humans in these, what do they call them? Meat suits, whatever. We're just humans in these shells, these bodies, and we're confined to these bodies, but they are free to go wherever. And if you call upon them for guidance, help, and to help you communicate with the guides and the ancestors of these people, or whatever it is, they will help you, and it'll take some of that burden, that worry off of you. So Archangel Gabriel. Now let's see if I'm right, if he's the communicator. Alright, so Gabriel is the divine messenger, the archangel of communication. The music turned off, of course. I'm just proud of myself because, I remembered that. So he comes with his trumpet and scroll, as well as 2 gentle sparrows. Wow. I just have to say, for me, that means something, because today I found a sparrow feather, and I had a connection with them several years ago. Was finding the feathers. I made earrings and with them and everything, and I lost the earrings, and I don't know, I just didn't really think much about the sparrows. Every now and again I would see them, but they were very strongly sending me a message several years ago, and I found one today, and it reminded me of my earrings and the connection that I had with them. And I find it very interesting that the sparrow comes up in this reading. I was cleaning when I found that sparrow feather, So I want to connect that for you, that I think that means that you're going to need to do some deep cleaning of your home, of the people in your life that are bringing you down, if there are any, of your spirit, your what's inside of you, your spiritual cleansing, your spirit house. It's important to do that every now and again, like they say, spring cleaning. I know it's not spring right now, but preparing for winter, right? That's what we're doing right now. And we gotta get rid of some of the stuff that we don't need, because it's about to be winter. We gotta start bringing in the stuff that we do need. Right now is time for composting. So your spring cleaning is going to be in the earth, in the compost, and where you're going to want to feel that death. It's okay to feel that, to experience the compost, right? Because remember, in the compost is where, if we let it break down into the earth, it turns into nutrients that will help the seeds grow, the plants grow. It gives nurturance and all that stuff breaking down. So maybe not spring cleaning. You want to be able to put everything in one spot so it breaks down, and make sure you turn it and work that compost pile so that it nurtures and grows new life. We have to have that process to grow new things. So, let's see. On his chest, he wears the crest of Mercury, the god of communication. That's cool. I like that it has the angel and it has Mercury, also known as Hermes. Mercury is the Roman god. Hermes is the Greek god. Same dude. And I guess Archangel Gabriel is in that crew, man. The loving angel carries the sacred word of truth into the world and brings them easily to you. When this card appears upright, it indicates a profound connection to this wonderful presence. Your power of expression is on the rise now. You will have an easier time communicating with others, expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication, such as publishing, counseling, teaching, mediumship, journalism, marketing, radio, or television. Now is the time for any of these endeavors. But no matter what you do, remember the power of words. Call on Gabriel to inspire you and let yourself sing out. So, I think a lot of this also has to do with keeping feelings in and not telling someone about it. And, sometimes it's tough, but if you really feel a connection with someone, I say, if it's on like a strong spiritual level, and you're looking beyond the day-to-day, like, I want to be in a relationship. You're looking beyond that, and it's on a higher level. I say something. Say how you feel. And I'm not saying go and say, oh, I'm in love with you, you're the one. No. Communicate to them some of the things you're experiencing if it feels connected to them. And if you do communicate and they run away or whatever, then you know. Communication is important. If it's bothering you this much, you might need to say something. But, take that how it resonates with you. But remember, if you don't tell someone, then they don't know. So, and you never know what way it's gonna go. So, Akashic Force. Feel the Archangel Gabriel step before you and place his hand upon you. He fills you with the will to express your words. What do you want to share and with whom? There's also special notes. When you receive this card, whether upright or reversed, it indicates that a book will bring you a message. What, really? That's the wrong one. I got this the other day. Okay, just kidding. But we could do the book thing if you want. I'll find the first book that I can find and we will read a page. Okay, there we go. Should I read the reversed? I don't think it came out reversed, and I usually don't read reverse, but reverse is just the opposite, right? It's like if you're experiencing blockages, then it's good to read both the reversed version and the upright version. I don't necessarily always read if I pull a card in reverse, but it could be helpful at times. And the reason I don't usually read it is because in the tarot deck, the Rider-Waite and the basic tarot, and also many of the other tarot decks, but basically every card has its meaning, and there are, like, if I'm meant to know something, it should come up in the main deck, and I don't necessarily need to read the reverse, because all of them will, like, it just depends what's drawn, because there's, I don't want to say negative, positive, but there's both levels, different levels of what the cards mean. So yeah. Archangel Gabriel, please help me communicate. I get twisted with my words. I'm gonna read it. Okay, so the reverse says, Gabriel appearing reversed indicates that you may be having a difficult time where communication is concerned. You're not speaking out for yourself, or you're filling your own mind with negative words. This could be a life lesson for you, something you've needed to change for a long time. Gabriel is a powerful force that can bring divine love and courage to your expression, and his help is yours for the asking. It's up to you to reach out to this wonderful angel who is always available and willing to help. Let his peaceful yet powerful presence fill you with courage now. This angel has been a friend to your soul throughout the history of the Akashic records. This time of confusion or disruption in communication is a perfect opportunity to reawaken yourself to that profound friendship and to your worthiness and power to express yourself and speak your truth. So figure out what you need to say, meditate on Gabriel's loving presence, and start to get comfortable hearing your own positive and powerful voice. It's time to speak up, not shut up. Yeah, so I'm glad I read that because that's all about this card right here. Okay, time for a book, and then we're going to be done. I'm just going to, what do they call it? God shot a page. Sorry. I'm going to close the door, I swear. Let's see if there's a book back here. If not, I think I know where one is. Hello. Alright, so we're not pulling the dragon cards because we're going to read one page out of this dragon book. This is Year of the Dragon, Legends and Lore. Alright, what page? Universe. Okay, first of all, let's see. Okay. Alright. This is going to be fun. Alright, besides aiming to avert drought, the Dragon Boat Festival is intended to stave off the multitude of pestilences and demons believed to threaten people at this time of year. Children born in the 5th month are said to have difficult natures, and houses are scored and festooned with prophylactic herbs such as calamus, artemisia, and garlic. Garlic and other folk remedies such as realgar and cinnabar are added to dishes cooked during the festival. Children and adults also wear tiny and delicately embroidered sachets packed with healing and magical herbs and spices to fend off disease. The Dragon Boat Festival is one of the 3 great feasts in the Chinese year. I was thinking, dragon boat, sushi boat. The Dragon Boat Festival is one of the 3 great feasts in the Chinese New Year, all of which are intricately linked with dragons. Okay, I know that this is Chinese dragons and sushi is Japanese, but still I thought about the sushi boat, okay? The others are the Mid-Autumn Festival and New Year, when great noisy dragon processions are held to remind the hibernating dragons of the coming spring. The Mid-Autumn Festival falls on the 15th day of the 8th month in the Chinese calendar, when the moon is full and the days and nights are equal. The date varies by our calendar between September and October because, like our Easter, it is fixed by the phases of the moon rather than the sun. The festival celebrates the harvest and marks the onset of the dry season, When it is believed dragons return from the sky to hibernate in their underwater palaces for the winter. It is more obviously, though, a celebration of the moon, that that jewel of the sky, so beloved by dragons. Excuse me. Woo. People mark the festival by taking to the hills and parks with lanterns under the full moon to dance, sing, tell tales, and perform plays and puppet shows. Feasting upon moon cakes filled with lotus and sesame seeds specially baked for the occasion. These contain scraps of paper with wise sayings that are believed to tell the future. They also commemorate the uprising against the Mongol Yuan dynasty in the 14th century, which was secretly planned with similar notes hidden in cakes. Women and children make offerings of fruit and cakes to little dolls or paintings of the hare who is said to live on the moon, where he pounds an elixir of immortality. The Chinese moon goddess is Shanghai, the wife of Yi, the excellent archer who shot down the 9 suns when they threatened to scorch the world. The story goes that Yi was once entrusted with some of the elixir of immortality from the peach garden of the Queen Mother of the West. He returned home one day to find that his wife had drunk it. He was so furious that she fled to the moon and asked protection of the hare who dwelt there. The hare made peace with them, but Chang's remained on the moon, where Yi built her a place which he visits twice a month. Although Shanghai is generally portrayed as a beautiful young woman, she is also said to have taken the form of a toad on the moon, which is why common toads are associated with both the moon and long life. Common hares are also linked to the moon by their gestation period, which is exactly 1 lunar month. Well, that was cool. What came up? Let's see. The angered man, the angered husband. I don't know, but I wanted to say maybe there's something like with, I don't see I do see a possible marriage here. Is somebody in something already? And one of the men here in this reading, or one of the people here, could possibly be, sorry, that would be these 2 guys. This might be the guy that you're with, or the person that you're with that's not really bringing his manifestations to the plate, right? He's there, but he's not doing anything to help you. He's just kind of there. And maybe that's causing some problems. And so the decision is, do I leave him and leave this marriage, this happy, quote unquote, happy life, and go with this one that's like offering something, that's ready to offer? And I say that because of what happened in this story. The angered husband causing this strife in your life, or the angered wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. What else came up for me was the peach garden. I just want to say that my great aunt really, she loved charms, and the double peach was something important to her, and she would wear this necklace. She had two, a jade one and a rose quartz one, but the double peach is a symbol of prosperity and luck. So if you can find that double peach symbol, that double peach charm somewhere, that would be a cool thing to, to help you bring in prosperity and good luck. And then the moon came up for me today. And it's interesting, to think about the legends and lore connected to the moon, and how can we connect that into, other beings that we say in this time now when we speak of paranormal things and all that. Are there beings up there? Are there creatures up there? Are there aliens up there? And all of that. Because we have all these legends that deep dive into that kind of idea, right? Not sure what that has to do with the reading here, but I just wanted to bring that up because it connected to what I was experiencing today. And sometimes maybe what I feel or think about, and I share it with you, it might help you in some kind of way. But yeah, I think that's it. That was a pretty cool story. Tough reading, but I just want to say again, everything's going to be okay. Why don't I just pull one more of something? I want to pull the inner peace cards, the secret of inner peace. I'm not going to shuffle it because these are the non-glossy cards. I'm just going to pick one and read it to close this reading off in a good way. Day 19. The secret of inner peace is accepting responsibility for your failures and realizing that only you can turn them into success. That is what this lovely card is right here. Temperance. The slow, patient process of transmuting energy from earth to water, from water to earth, from pain and suffering to love and happiness. It's going to take a little time, but you'll get there. I have faith in you. You can do it. All right. Love you. I hope this reading helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and comment, because that will help me help you and help others. Thank you so much. Good night.